Hello and welcome back to another episode of Into the 99, where we've got 99 cards, cause Commander's number one. I've got both Sherman and Slothy with me. Sherman, how you doing today?
Doing good, but I just looked outside not too long ago, and I have to agree with Slothy here. It's getting weird because it's snowing now.
Is it?
Well,
Mhm.
he's in Airdrie, and I'm north of the city as well, so I got a little bit later, but I'm starting to get the snow now too.
Oh, it's nice and warm for me, which is lovely. You guys keep it over on your side of the city.
But I don't want it. I don't want it. It's supposed to be spring.
Yeah, right. We're only it's the May long weekend when we're doing this one, so we're only 3 or 4 snowstorms away from actual summertime. And Slothy, how are you?
Well,
Oh.
May long for us. May long for the people in the U.S. is next week, I think.
Double May long weekend?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what? May is only 4-day work week. Everyone else should just skip the rest of the work they're doing. Take some breaks. That's maybe I'll start doing that with my vacation days. Just only work 4 days a week, all of May. Just say it's May long. And Slothy, how are you?
Pretty good, minus what Sherman just mentioned. I actually managed to work my way into a 4-day weekend. Kind of finished up at the one site I was at on Thursday, and my boss gave me the option of, hey, do you want to go and see this other site? You're not really going to be doing too much, or do you just want to take the day off and just have a 4-day weekend? So I spent yesterday putting decks together.
The answer is always 4-day weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Every time, yeah. That's always good. I took time off work to drive. I don't really understand what time off work is, but yeah. So we drove out of town for a few family things. So that's all I did for the last few days was just drive. I don't really understand the time off thing. So no, we didn't get home early enough. If I was home, I wanted to play some games last night, but that didn't happen. So I'm sad, and I got no games this week. But apparently, if it is snowing, I'm glad that I got back in time.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, apparently there's some parts of Alberta that are supposed to be getting like 30 centimeters this weekend.
Well, I don't like that.
We're not one of them, thankfully.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I have just spent probably the last 30 minutes losing my mind about apps. Everything is an app. I had updating apps, doing this, it's everything. Everything's an app. I'm trying to look at an email, update this app. I was losing my mind, but now we're good. Now we're good. We're going to talk about some Magic. There better not be any app updates in here. There's whatever you're listening to this on, I hope you didn't have to update that app. Just everything these days is update this, give me an email for that. It's crazy. But I will I'll go over our normal things. We're going to get into a fun one. We're going to go on a fun adventure in this one, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink. And yeah, that's it. So if you want to support the show, like, share, subscribe. It really, really does help us out with stuff. If you want any of the cards we talk about, go to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to get you a great discount, good shipping, good stock, and they're just great people. And if you want awesome places to put those, go over to nerdgear.ca. They've got spots for your playmats. They've got spots for your commanders. They've got sleeves for your cards. They've got everything you need. So go over to nerdgear.ca. Again, promo code IT99 for a discount over there. And if you want to support us directly, Patreon's the best way to do it. Easiest way to come chat with us about building decks. And with that being said, let's jump into what Slothy has been building, because he's been excited for this one for a while.
Yeah. So we've got Muddle the Ever-Changing. 2 blue and a red for a 3/3 legendary elemental otter shapeshifter. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it becomes a copy of up to one target non-legendary creature you control until end of turn, except it has Myriad. This one came in the Prismari precon for Strixhaven, and immediately just looked insanely cool. Like, the art is freaky.
The shrimp otter?
The Schrotter.
The Schrotter, that's funny.
But yeah, I went and decided to stick a whole bunch of the adventure spells in here just to kind of, double up on the value. You've got the adventure, which on the stack is an instant or sorcery, and then you've got something that you can target with Muddle later.
Yeah, so you've got you've got the most creatures and instants you can stuff into a deck because you shoved them all in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what those 102 Dragon Shield sleeves are for.
That's exactly what those 102 shields are for. The commander I thought was like one of the coolest commanders I've seen in a long, long time because just myriad's a fun mechanic to play around with. I love ETB, and I like that you don't have to cast it. Like you don't have to attack, but to get your myriad triggers, you do. So you're like, I like decks that you have to be aggressive. There has to be someone you can. I like having to make deals to attack people or just aggressively attacking people. I just like the swing.
I mean, everyone's getting attacked anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
With myriad.
Yeah. Do you want the otter or do you want me to never forget this plight? Yeah. So Muddle is a very, very cool one. I'm really excited to see. It's not really the color of like a ETB deck. I don't have an Izzet ETB deck. So I'd be really interested in doing this. I can't find any of the. I'm gonna have to just buy the precons. I don't really want to buy the precons, but I'm gonna have to buy the precons because I want a Muddle and I want a scrib. I really want to build that scrib thing.
Yeah,
the big book. That'll be my book, Tribal.
Oh, let's go.
Our books will battle, Sherman. A battle of knowledge. Yours is actually good.
Oh yeah.
Yours is actually good. Mine's child's play. Child's writing. Let's jump into our ramps. So we have ramps and rocks and reduction. Triple R. I'll start us off with our arcane signet. It is 2 colorless for an artifact. Add 1 mana of any color of our commander's identity.
And then after that, we have Bender's Waterskin, a card that I still can't find copies of. Costs 3 mana. Artifact. Untap this artifact during each other player's untapped step, and you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. And it says it's up to $2 now for a common. Come on.
I opened so much Avatar. I got you covered.
Let's go.
I got some for you.
Thank goodness. Oh my goodness.
It is
so long.
It's a great. I say all the time. I love the 3 mana rocks, right? And that's just a great, especially if you play interaction. Having that untap extra free mana every turn is so valuable.
Then we've got our Commander Sphere, 3 mana artifact. You can tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's identity, and you can sacrifice it to draw a card. Always been a big fan of the ones you can dump for cards later in the game.
Yeah, throw away later, kind of just replace themselves.
At a point, you don't need them.
This next card is so good. Love this card. Just a Curse Mirror. It's 2 and a red. It is a artifact that taps for red. As it enters, you can have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn, except it has haste, which is really fun if we want an extra ETB trigger off of something like that. And then, like, we're already trying to myriad swing with things, right? What's one more?
Exactly.
That taps for red.
After that, we have a Fire Diamond for 2 mana. Artifact enters tap and tap for a red.
I'm actually starting to run out of diamonds.
I'm running out of diamonds. Exactly. I put them in so many decks. They're so good. I just, like I always say, that they're just good cards for a fun deck. Like I haven't been playing the probably one of the stronger decks. It's still fairly budget. We're going to talk at some point about my Azlask deck, which is like it's still pretty budget-ish comparably, but it's Eldrazi, right? It's always going to be powerful. But I can't like understate like how much it chills the deck down to have these fire diamonds, and it fixes my colors great. I love them. Not just the fire diamonds, all of them. I just run 5. How's he always fix the red so easy? 5 of each. I never worry about color.
Next up here, we've got the Goblin Electromancer. Blue and a red for a 2/2 Goblin Wizard. Instant and sorcery spells I cast cost 1 less to cast.
Yeah. And is it Signet next? 2 colorless for an artifact. We have 1 a tap. We add a blue and a red.
And then we have a Mind Stone for 2 mana. It's an artifact that taps for a colorless, but this one you can tap 1 and tap it to sacrifice an artifact and draw a card.
I think I made this joke last week, but not to be confused with the Mind Stone coming with Marvel.
True.
Next up, this is one of the coolest cards out of Strixhaven, in my opinion. We've got Resonating Loot. 2 blue and a red for an artifact. Lands you control have tap to add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to cast instant and sorcery spells. And you can tap to draw a card. Activate only if you have 7 or more cards in your hand.
It's an absurd piece of ramp.
Yes.
It's so good.
It's really, really good. Or like, I mean, people are like, well, it's 4 mana, but like everything tapped for 2.
Running this alone, delete the bottom part where you can tap it to draw a card, take that right off. I would still run this at 4 mana without question. This is great.
Mhm.
I run Mana Flare all the time, and that
It's
doubles
pretty good.
everyone's mana for under one, for one less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a reason this is getting pricey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the new rock as well from Strixhaven?
Which
There's
one was
The
that?
tablet?
Yes, Tablet of Discovery. Is that what it is?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I didn't pull any of those.
Oh, it's so good. That's also a phenomenal rock. Next, speaking of phenomenal rocks, we've got our Sky Diamond, 2 in a color. Let's put Tablet here. Slothy, go get one. 2 in a color, 101 sleeves. Don't even worry about it. Who counts? Who's counting? 2 colorless Sky Diamond enters the battlefield tapped. You could tap it for a blue.
After that, we got our good old-fashioned traditional Soul Ring for 1 mana, tap for 2.
And then Stormcatch Mentor, blue and a red for a 1/1 Otter Wizard with haste, prowess, and instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less.
Otter theme detected. Otter theme detected.
I think there's like 3 otters.
That's not enough otters. Otter theme detected. Remake the deck. Let's go. Re-put them in.
One of my buddies that I play with, my home group has an otter deck, and it is a blast. So I might have to do that.
I had an otter deck. It was always Lutri, because I never listened to not playing Lutri. But then they made like all of the good otters in Bloomborough, so I also have an otter deck, and it's so fun to play. I think Elena is the one that copies your first spell or otter, right?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever it is. That's the commander for it, and I love playing it. It's not good. It's not good at all, but it's otters.
Fun.
It is a great time. Strixhaven Stadium has to be in the deck.
Yeah. I think we need to go back to Bloomborough. Like I want to go back to Ikoria, but we need to go back to that place too.
Bloomborough is like a greatest of all time set. It's universally loved. And Ikoria, the same thing. Like I love those old planes. Maybe we skip the next New York one. Who could say?
Hey! Now you're talking crazy.
Hang on. Next set is the Otters Come to New York.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We've got our Strixhaven Stadium next. It's a Slothy staple. It's got to be in here. And especially in a Myriad deck where you've got so much ability to get through with things. 3 colorless. You can tap it to add colorless. Put a point counter on it. Great. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, remove a point. Who cares? Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to an opponent, put a point counter on Strixhaven Stadium. Then if it has 10 or more point counters on it, remove them all, and that player loses the game. That's a great card.
Always fun. Last card we have here in Ramp is going to be Talisman of Creativity for 2 mana. Tap for a colorless, or you can tap it for a red or a blue, but it deals 1 damage to you.
Yeah. We've got some card draw as well. This section does only have 8, but a lot of the other ones show up elsewhere. So we're going to start it off with Archmage Emeritus, 2 double blue for a 2/2 human wizard. It's got Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card.
If you get like even if you just turn your Muddle into an Archmage, swing out and then have 4, then even your cantrips, like our next card we're going to talk, that's like a draw 5, draw 6 that way. So it's pretty good. It is pretty good that way. Like the next one we have is Consider. It's 1 blue for Surveil 1. You can look at the top, throw it into the grave or put it back, and then draw a card. That with your Emeritus out, like I said, that's a draw 5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good 1-drop, and everyone's getting hit with 2 2s.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we have a really, really fun card. I used to play this in my Locust God deck, and then I took apart my Locust God because everyone hated it. It's Curiosity for 3 in a blue. It's a bird wizard. It's a 3/3. It has flying. You have no max hand size. Whenever a creature token you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. It's so broken.
Mm-hmm.
This could get out of hand. You could deck yourself, because that's if people just let it through, you're drawing 9 cards on combat damage or something. Or only 2 opponents, so you're only drawing 8 cards per hit. That's still a lot.
I'll still take that. That's fine.
I'll take 8 cards.
Yeah.
Got no max hand size.
Cards. Yeah, 7 mil more lands. No, you just hate when you're just drawing on the cards. You're like, I could draw 12. What did you draw? Did you draw anything good? No. What did you draw? All lands. Well, at least you got past that clump.
I drew 4 Carly Mazer Faithless Lootings. Hey. Next up, we've got Enter the Enigma. It's a single blue for a sorcery. Target creature can't be blocked this turn and draw a card.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Those are always mean when you can't block something.
Yeah, unblockable on your commander is kind of a problem when
I
you're
have
just
to
trying
keep
to get
my
the swing.
commander alive at least.
I mean that's fair. That's fair. We have Expedite so that we can swing fast and get it right off. 1 red mana, instant target creature gains haste on a turn draw. These are all nice, really one easy 1-drop, so you can just constantly be triggering your commander.
Mm-hmm.
Cantripping is just a nice bonus because really, at the end of the day, like these are cool draws, but we just want the commander's ability to go off.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, we have a nice simple opt. For a single blue is an instant. You get a scry 1 and then you get to draw a card.
Yeah.
And then we've got Ponder. Single blue for a sorcery. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. You may shuffle and draw a card.
Yeah. I like it. And then we have finally finishing our section off here, a preordain. Just 1 blue, a sorcery, scry 2, draw a card.
Yep.
I like your draw section. Nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I gotta try to keep it really low, kind of like you said, just to keep triggering our commander and having mana to do stuff afterwards.
Yep. That's fair. Because you still need the creatures too, right?
Yeah.
So we've got some sorceries next. Sherman, take us away.
Okay, first one we have here is going to be Corporeal Projection for a blue and a red. It's a sorcery. Target creature you can control gains myriad until end of turn. It also has a fantastic ability, Overload, for 7 mana, 3 double blue, double black, double red. Black.
Yeah.
I've never seen this card.
It was in the Ravnica Clue edition.
I really want this card. That's really cool. And Myriad stacks is all I'm saying.
Yes.
Myriad definitely stacks. And you're
I can
able
to draw way more cards with Curiosity Crafter.
I've got a bunch of decks that just like to storm off. I just want to put this in there and copy this 9 times, die to my own triggers, and
Let's go.
let's go. That's a great card. That's a very cool card.
Really Yeah, it's cool. It's really fun seeing people go off with things like this where they like give myriad to things like, a candy manufacturer, and then they're producing like 600 tokens.
Yeah.
No, it's not even target non-token creature. I'm just gonna I want to find one of these for that Azlath deck I was just talking about. All I do is make Eldrazi tokens. Make all of my Eldrazi tokens have myriad.
All the little 0/1 spawns.
Yeah, I swing with 5,000 tokens.
You can always do things like get like Dino DNA to make a 6/6 copy of whatever you made, and then make copies of those, put myriad on those, go nuts.
The I can't even remember the name of the elemental one. I just did it. The elemental. I need this for that deck that is a myriad deck. It's the myriad elemental decks, massive mysteries or whatever it is. This is like a great auto include card in that if you can find it. I just never seen this card or played it, but it's great. That's sick. I'll stop talking about this, but this is a wonderful card.
Next up here we've got Distortion Strike. It's a single blue for sorcery. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn and can't be blocked this turn. And it's got Rebound. So as you cast this spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost. So that's kind of triggering your commander 2 consecutive turns for 1 mana.
Yeah, well, and getting your commander through 2 turns.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Speaking of making copies like our myriad stuff, we have a Rite of Replication. It is 2 double blue. It's a sorcery with a kicker of 5. Create a token that's a copy of target creature. If it's kicked, you create 5 of those tokens instead. I always kick it. I've never not kicked it.
Oh, yeah. You got to kick it.
You got to kick it.
Yeah.
After that, we have your next section is going to be instants. You only have 2 of them here. I'm sure you have more, but
that's all we need.
Yeah, I promise you there's more. I'm not turning into Dan.
No, you got to.
First one we have is your good old-fashioned traditional negate for 1 in a blue. It's an instant. Counter target non-creature spell.
Yeah. And then we've got Pongify. Single blue for an instant. Destroy target creature, can't be regenerated. Its controller creates a 3/3 green ape creature token. Turn to monkey.
Yeah, I like the flavor text on this. Some spell crafting mistakes go on to become spells of their own. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great removal. Creatures. We only have 5 creatures in the deck. We're good. There we go. Easy deck. All we need, right?
5? What?
Your creature section is 5 creatures. That's what it says.
There's 7. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yes, I'm joking, Slothy. It's early. I understand.
Yeah.
Not an insult.
Catch me off guard.
All right. Our first of these 5 creatures is our Chaomancer. We've got 2 double blue for a 1/2 human wizard. When our Chaomancer enters, return target instant or sorcery from your graveyard to hand. Again, in a deck that's making 2 of these on swing every time, that's a big problem. I don't want you to bring it in, bring something back, cast what you just brought back to bring it back again, Don't like it.
Another reason why everyone should play more Graveyard Hate.
Yep.
Yes.
No. Next one here we got is going to be, Cloud of Fairies for 1 and a blue. It's a fairy that's 1/1 has blind. When it enters the battlefield, untap up to 2 lands, and it also has cycling for 2.
Did you update here, Slothy? I'm not seeing Cloud of Fairies here.
Refresh.
Let me see here.
I updated before we started.
Okay. Oh, you're playing a secret deck. There is 7 creatures. Now I understand more. There was 5. You've got to believe me.
I think I'm following you now.
Cloud of Fairies is also a crazy thing to be able to get in with a myriad trigger.
Yeah. Then we've got our Gutter Snipe. 2 and a red for a 2/2 Goblin Shaman. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Yeah, I like it. Professional Facebreaker next. This is 2 and a red for a human warrior, 2/3 with menace. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. Sack a treasure, exile top card of your library, you can play it.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing this in the Final Fantasy Commander deck. That's interesting.
Yeah, I just went to, I was like, I'm sure this is not, that makes more sense. This is the new Capenna card. I was like, I know this artwork. Why do I,
All right. After that, we got a redoubled Stormsinger for 2 and a red. It's an Orc Wizard that's a 3/3. It has first strike. Whenever this creature attacks, for each creature token you control that entered this turn, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that token. At the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice those tokens. Interesting.
That's wicked.
Yeah.
What is that from?
This is from
Tarkir something, I'm sure.
This is from the new Commander set.
Was this for Strixhaven?
Strixhaven, interesting.
Yeah, this is according to the symbol there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you go open.
Maybe it's the Prismari deck.
Oh, Tarkir.
Was it in Tarkir?
Tarkir as well for the Commander set.
Okay. It's a very cool card, whatever it is. That's really, really awesome.
Next up here, we've got our Stormkiln Artist. 3 and a red for 2/2 Dwarf Shaman. Gets +1/+0 for each artifact you control. And it's got Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, create a treasure token.
Also just kind of fun to use to ramp if you myriad it.
Yeah.
Because then you're tripling if you turn your commander into this and you have an unblockable thing on, it doesn't matter. You're just tripling every time. You spend 1 to opt, you get 3 treasures. You spend 1 to ponder, you get 3 treasures.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
You get it.
I like the utility of how many cool things you can do with this commander. That's why I like Myriad so much. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
We have a young Pyromancer here. 1 in red for a human shaman. 2/1 whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you get a 1/1 red elemental creature token.
Yeah.
Firecat.
Firecat.
The Hydro Rats were killed by the Firecats. That's basically the flavor text. Yeah, give or take. Give or take. That's what's going on in the flavor text. You get it?
Close enough.
Yeah.
Whoever designed this card doesn't understand that water beats fire, but that's all right. It's you know what I mean? Not everything works. Not everything works the same on every plane. The Hydro Rats would win.
Next section here we have is gonna be bounce.
Disgusting.
So we got 7 cards in here, and I guess I could have started off.
Yeah.
First one we have is gonna be Aether Channeler for 2 and a blue. I see what you're doing there. A human wizard, 2/1. Whenever that channeler enters, choose 1. Either create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. You won't do that. Return another target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, most likely. Or we get to draw a card. Doubt it, but you never know.
Every one of these pieces of utility is great because if you're getting beat down by a dragon deck, okay, well, I'm just going to make double like bird blockers every turn. Because you got to remember too, a lot of these cards you're going to play and get their effect, and then you're going to be like, I want that effect again, and I'm going to play something to make my commander do it again. So we're getting like 3 of these off every turn. Three birds, 3 bounces. Again, if those dragons are annoying enough, put them back in their hand. Recast them.
Recast your 10-mana dragon.
Yeah, right? Oh, yeah, it's you, please.
Yeah, next up here, we've got Boomerang Basics. Single blue for a sorcery lesson. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If you controlled that permanent, draw a card.
Very cool. I wish that was an instant.
I will usually be controlling that permanent.
Yeah, if that was an instant, that would be a phenomenal. Yeah, I guess you can. Does Myriad exile at the end of combat or end of turn?
End of combat.
Okay, so we can't get that off to just balance our tokens, which would be great if we could. I wish this was an instant. It would be such a good piece of protection.
Mm-hmm.
But what can
it would be too strong, I think, at an instant.
I want
you get to draw a card if it's your own stuff.
I know, but it'd be so cool. It'd be such good pieces. You save your own piece, draw a card, everything's good. The next one as well is
adventure triggers.
Exactly. The next one here, we have Disappearing Act. 1 double blue. As an additional cost to cast it, return a permanent you control to its owner's hand, and you counter target spell. That's a great counter spell.
Yeah.
And then after that, this is a fun, expensive card. We have Dour Port Mage for 1 and a blue. It's a frog wizard that's a 1/3. Whenever 1 or more other creatures you control leaves the battlefield without dying, you get to draw a card. For 1 and a blue, you can tap it, return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. This is such a strong card.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Again, another one that if you were to myriad.
If you have a myriad and like you just bounce one thing, then you get to draw like 3 cards. It's crazy. If you have like any kind of like bounce or commander or whatever, or flicker commander, then this just goes nuts. You draw so many cards.
The value it provides every time it hits the battlefield is insane. Yeah.
Well, it's like this was like Displacer Kitten alone. Those 2 cards alone. Holy smokes.
Yo.
Displacer Kitten goes random or goes infinite with a breeze though. Somebody turns an overhead fan on, Displacer Kitten's infinite. I put the only deck that I run a Displacer Kitten, and I have a few copies of it. I think I have like 7 or 8 copies, and the only one that's made it into a deck is with Nira, because it's really fun to Nira and like keep cascading random my deck. But it just goes infinite. So, and it's fun sometimes to go infinite. Don't get me wrong, but it just like it's kind of like Dockside and why can't I ever think of that card, the blue bounce card? Why does it evade my mind every time I talk about it? The
blue bounce, that's a lot of
the soul bond one that you put with Dockside every time.
Oh yeah. I don't remember.
You put with Dockside every single time?
Yeah, the one
the Deadeye Navigator?
That's the one. Every time I try to talk about Deadeye Navigator, it just leaves my brain as a piece of knowledge. I can remember like old like obscure cards from like Alpha and Beta when we're talking about stuff, but I'm like, one of the most prominent combo pieces. I'm like, what is that card again? Yeah, it's good.
Because you're pure of heart.
Because I'm pure of heart and don't like to go infinite. Who is it here? Who started this one?
Sherman started this section.
All right, you go.
Yeah, next up we've got Cyclonic Rift at Home, Evacuation. 3 double blue for an instant. Return all creatures to their owner's hands.
I'm okay with that. I'm all right with a not one-sided one that doesn't touch my mana rocks.
Yeah, I'm fine with Evacuation. It's a more fair version, almost like River's Rebuke.
Yeah.
No, River's Rebuke is a card for the not pure part. That's you hate one person.
I still play it just because of that. I don't care.
Oh wow!
Sometimes you just hate one person.
Getting River's Rebuked is a hate crime. You know what I mean? Every time I've ever seen that card ever cast, it's been I'm going to River's Rebuke Daniel's Field. I've never even seen. I don't even know what it's like.
When we play a River's Rebuke time, just so you can see what it's like. So actually, it's funny. Like because like I'm like you, Daniel. I started like threatening people in a way where it's like, okay, look, if you touch me one more time, like I'll let you remove some things from time. If you do it one more time, I'm just going to kill you next turn. Last week we were doing that, and Brian, like I threatened Brian like that because like he got the new Maryland, the one that like every time like a fairy or like an elf comes in, you like exile the top two. He got like get this. We let it go for a long time just cause he's like, this is a brand new deck. Fine, your first time playing it, fine, we'll let it go for a bit. He got like something close to like 40 or 50 cards from all of us combined. And I'm like, at one point in time, like he does again, I'm like, Brian, you touch me, I'm gonna kill you on my turn. He's like, I'll risk it. So I'm playing Mr. Negative, so I reduce my life total all the way down to 1. I switch to life totals, and I use Witch Hunter to ping him for 1 and then kill him.
My favorite way to win a game. Getting your life total down like that and switching. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so wrong. I love it.
It is wrong, but it's like, I warned you. Everyone at the table heard. We warned you. Don't do it anymore. Stop it.
That might be my favorite win condition in all of Magic is getting my life total to 1 and then killing someone like that. It's fun. I was gonna say River's Rebuke hits me so much that if I ever cast it, I'd probably just do it on myself. I'd get confused. I'd be like, I River's Rebuke Daniel's field. I'm just repeating what everyone else does.
Wait a second, I'm Daniel.
Oh no. We have an unsubstantiate next. It is 1 in the blue. You return target spell or creature to its owner's hand. Yeah.
And then we got our very last one here. It's going to be Unsummon for a single blue. It's an instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Good old-fashioned OG.
Before we proceed here at all, if everyone else has forgotten in 30 minutes, because I haven't, Slothy said this is an adventure deck. So I haven't seen the adventures yet. No adventures in Slothyville right now. And all of these things are going to give him access to those again if we do have adventures. They're going to, every time he unsummons something, it's triggering his commander. It's putting those cards he wants back in his hand. I see what you're doing.
Kind of funny you should mention that. Our next section,
hilarious. Yeah, I just scrolled down. Adventures.
Our next section is the adventures.
They're real.
I promise. Starting us off here, we've got Animating Fairy, 2 in a blue for a 2/2 fairy with flying, and it's got Bring to Life. 2 in a blue, it's a sorcery. Target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/0 artifact creature. Put 4 +1/+1 counters on it.
Yeah, and then it's a flying 2/2.
Yeah.
Also cool. Next, we have our Aquatic Alchemist, 1 in the blue for a 1/3 elemental. The creature side, whenever you cast your first instant or sorcery each turn, Aquatic Alchemist. Oh, Alchemist, not elemental. If I said it right, I said it right. Who cares? The big slime thing, elemental, gets +2/+0 till end of turn, so it becomes a 3/3. And then it has Bubble Up is the adventure, 2 in a blue. It's a sorcery. Put target instant or sorcery from your graveyard on top of your library, then exile this card. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
After that, we get Brazen Borrower for 1 double blue. It's a fairy rogue that's a 3/1, has flash, flying, and it can block only creatures with flying. Its adventure is Petty Theft for 1 in a blue. It's an instant. Return target non-land permanent an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Hey, it dropped a lot in price.
Getting your face beat by 3/1 flyers is rough.
This one is also very
it's
good.
still 3 damage.
Mm-hmm. This one's good to keep bouncing as well, so you can keep pestering your opponents and returning all their big 10-cost dragons back to their hand.
Yeah.
And this is why we don't let Slothy have good things.
Exactly.
Next up here, we've got Ambreth Shieldbreaker. 1 in a red. The creature side is just a 2/1 human knight. But the adventure is Battle Display. For a single red, it's a sorcery. Destroy target artifact.
Otter theme detected. We have Frolicking Familiar next. It is 2 in a blue for an Otter Wizard, 2/2. Flying. Whenever you cast instant or sorcery, Frolicking Familiar gets 1/1 till the end of turn. Cool flyer as well. If you have the ability to like blast your opponents with these, because Myriad will turn it into flyers that you can just like, you have enough 1-drops that you might be able to really like chunk like 15-20 life from the table with this pretty quick. And then it has Blow Off Steam. which is a 1 red instant adventure. Deals 1 damage to any target. So just beep, you blow off.
This one's for
my birds.
This one's for after Sherman swaps life totals with someone.
That is funny. Hilarious.
Oh, yeah, 100%. We have a Hypnotic Sprite next for double blue. It's a fairy that's a 2/1. It has flying. Its adventure is Mesmeric Glare. Mesmeric Glare. Instant speed. It's a 2 and a blue. Counter target spell with mana value 3 or less. Ooh, I totally missed this one.
Yeah. And then we've got Illithid Harvester. 4 and a blue. The creature side is a 4/4 horror. With when it enters the battlefield, turn any number of target tapped non-token creatures face down. They're 2/2 horror creatures. And the adventure side is called Plant Tadpoles for X double blue. It's a sorcery. Tap X target creatures. They don't untap during their controller's next untap step. Another fun one to bounce to your hand a few times.
That's gross. That's really mean. It's a mean thing you're doing. Yeah, this is a card that how I enjoy it depends entirely on where I'm sitting. If someone casts this on me, they're a mean person and they don't like me and they want to harm me. And if I cast it, then it's fun and I'm having a good time. And
hey, you get a bunch of tutus.
Exactly. I like that. I'm playing group hug. Who wants some tutus? Oh, that's rough. That's pretty mean. Next here we have our Merchant of the Veil, 2 and a red for a human peasant 2/3. It has 2 and a tap, discard a card, draw a card. And it has the instant of Haggle. 1 red mana is an instant. You can discard a card if you do draw a card.
Yeah.
After that, we have a Merfolk Secret Keeper for a single blue. It's a Merfolk Wizard at the 0/4. It has Venture Deep for a single blue. It's a sorcery. Target player puts the top 4 cards of their library into their graveyard. Ooh, mill for boo.
See, there's not a lot of adventure cards in general. And then narrowing it down to 2 colors, I think I cut 4 that I could possibly have played in here.
That's understandable.
That's the problem with like a niche theme, like that there's just not enough. It's the same thing with like I probably for 3 months now have had the other Fibblethip, like the plot one out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is cool, but there's like, I don't want a mono blue storm deck. So I just don't have enough things to put into that. I just keep not finishing it up because I'm just like, I just need more from this mechanic,
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I really wanted to make the adventure giant lady, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I've really wanted the same thing though. There's just not a lot of adventures. In 3 colors, I think you're probably a little easier, but what you should do is there's like it's be something, Belinda, whatever. Anyways, pair her with Gorian, and then at least you have 4 color adventures, but then you got to try and tell people you're playing 4 colors. It's a lot. It's a lot to jump through.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to do. So,
next up, we've got Moonshade Pixie, 3 and a blue. It's a 2/2 fairy. The creature side has flying, and when it enters, draw cards equal to the number of opponents who were dealt combat damage this turn. And then its adventure is Pixie Dust, 1 and a blue for an instant. Up to 3 target creatures gain flying until end of turn.
that's annoying. That's a rough card. That's annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because
Flying.
you trigger your commander now has fly until end of turn. You myriad it off and it's all copies of them. They have it. And then you're going to cast and get your... That's annoying.
Yeah.
That's mean.
You get it.
Fairy theme detected. We have Picklock Prankster next. 1 and a blue for a fairy rogue 1/3. It's a flying vigilance. It has Free the Fae, 1 and a blue for an instant. Mill 4 cards and put an adventure, sorcery, or fairy from among the milled cards into your hand.
Instant sorcery or fairy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Ooh, after that, we got a Sapphire Dragon for 5 double blues with 7 mana for this buddy. Let's see what he does. He's a dragon. That's a 5/6. That's fine. You better. Whenever Sapphire Dragon attacks or blocks, scry 2. Okay, sure. But it has Psionic Pulse for 2 and a blue. It's an instant. Counter target non-creature spell. Okay, I'll let it slide.
It's more for the psionic pulse side.
I like this dragon.
Yeah, I get it.
7 is quite steep
Nope.
for what it does.
But in a dragon deck, you know what I mean? You're already playing big things.
But we aren't in a dragon deck.
I know, but I'm building dragon decks, and I kind of want to put it in there.
I think I've got this in my Dimir dragon deck, actually.
That's cool.
Next up, we've got Two-Headed Hunter. 4 and a red for a 5/4 giant with menace. And the adventure is Twice the Rage. 1 and a red, it's an instant. Target creature gains double strike until end of turn.
That's actually a good instant.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have Vantress Transmuter next. It is 3 and a blue for a human wizard, 3/4 vanilla. Croaking Curse is 1 and a blue. It's a sorcery. You tap target, it's an adventure sorcery. You tap target creature, create a curse roll token attached to it. Enchanted creatures won't. It's all hilarious and annoying.
Mm-hmm.
That's really funny.
Kind of like removal when you think about it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's pretty rough actually. If you have if you're turning something like huge, like a big Eldrazi into just a 1/1, attack me with your 1/1 Ulamog if you want. Grow up.
Get that garbage out of here. Turn it into a 1/1 and then hang it off with Frolicking Familiar.
That's funny.
Prodigal Sorcerer or something.
I like that.
Oh, Tamai. Okay. Next card is going to be a young blue dragon for 4 and a blue. It's a dragon that's flying 3/3. It has Sand Augury for 1 and a blue. That's a sorcery. You get a scry 1, then draw a card. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Decent.
And then rounding this section out is
Dragon
Young
theme
Red
detected.
Dragon.
You told me it's not a dragon deck and you have the most creatures as dragon type. What are we talking about?
I might have been fibbing.
Yeah.
We've got Young Red Dragon, 3 and a red for a 3/2 flyer. It can't block. And the adventure side is called Bathing Gold. 1 and a red, it's an instant. Create a treasure token.
I cast Scrooge McDuck.
Let's go.
Let's go. I like that a lot. That's a cool card. I like these adventure dragons a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. I was gonna say we're through a lot of our sections here, and I just scrolling down, I just saw the name. Those weren't even the targets for Muddle yet?
Not really, no.
Yeah, we have Muddle targets.
Yeah. These are the ones that if you've got them out, these are probably what you want to be copying.
I see the start of your list here. Yep. Let me start her off here. We have an anti-casual vestige, which is a phenomenal card that I can never find ever. I love this card. It is a 6 colorless. I want it in so many decks. It's a 7/5 Eldrazi for 6. Great stats. When this creature leaves the battlefield, draw a card, and you may put a permanent with mana value less than or equal to the number of lands you control from hand on the battlefield tapped, which is so good. So good for blink decks. Leaves is a great mechanic. And then it just for some reason has Warp 4, so you can cast this card from your hand for its warp cost, exile it at the beginning of the next end step, then you may cast it from exile. It's leaves. So if you can, you make your commander this, you warp it in for 4, you myriad it, then you just get to dump in 2 free cards next turn, which might even still just be the real version of this card. No, you'd have to exile this one. At least this one's exiled.
Well,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, we're good. But still, it's being able to dump in 2 free permanents is crazy.
Yeah.
I want to play around with Warp more. I just haven't had the time. There's too many things to build. What's the next one here? It's my turn, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ifrit Flame Painter for 3 no red. It's a Ifrit Shaman that's a 1/4. It has double strike. Whenever the Flame Painter deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, you exile it instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then we've got Gold Lust Triad.
That's what now?
I think that's 4 dragons.
What am I seeing, Slothy? Am I seeing a dragon? Dragon detected? Okay.
You've got it onto me.
Please carry on. Carry on with your dragon deck.
My Dragon Fairy Otter deck. Oh, no.
That's fair.
Yeah, we got Gold Lust Triad. 4 and a red for a 4/3 dragon with flying and myriad. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token.
Sick. I like that.
Yeah.
Myriad is awesome. It's ramp. It's a lot of flying damage to take. If people don't have flyers out, that beats face hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a lot of damage because The main one is just blocking whoever does it's attacking who doesn't have flying already. So now you're just beaten face with these other ones, and they're forced to just chunk block 8 flying damage, which is a lot.
Yep.
A lot to kill those people. Yeah. We have our Mist Syndicate Naga, 2 and a blue for 3/1. Naga Ninja Ninjutsu. A lot of N's. It is Ninjutsu 2 and a blue. When it deals combat damage to a player, that's an annoying card too. Create a token that's a copy of Mist Syndicate. So if you have your myriad out and you can get it's unblockable, you can just blast all these too.
Yep.
That's gross.
That's fun. That's so much fun. All right. What do we have next? The next card we have is going to be Port Razor for 3 double red. It's an orc, it's a pirate, it's a 4/4. When it deals combat damage to a player, untap each creature you control. After this combat phase, there's another one. Surprise, surprise. When the Port Razor can't attack a player, it had already attacked this turn. Wah, wah.
That's
Hey,
cool.
when you got a whole bunch of them, though.
Well, again, it's,
That is true. But you have a lot. It doesn't matter.
but again, you cast unblockable. Okay, I attack Daniel, and Port Razors all come out. If you hit 2 more combat phases, then now I attack Sherman, still unblockable. 2 more combat phases. I hit, That's I could see that going pretty problematic pretty fast.
Next up here, we've got the Silent Hull Creeper. 1 on a blue for a 1/1 enchantment creature horror, and the fact that thing moves around silently is terrifying. It can't be blocked. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, choose one that hasn't been chosen. You can put 2 +1/+1 counters on Silent Hull Creeper, draw a card, or it becomes a copy of another target creature you control.
I think this just would be it's a new instance every time you make it. It's not the creature, so.
Oh yeah, all of the copies are drawing me cards.
Well, I was going to say, even if you wanted to just keep pumping your commander up, you could just always put the counters on it, right?
The counters have to be on that creature.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The commander one could just keep pumping itself, because then it's a new copy of it. So you can just be like, this is a draw to perpetually pump my commander card.
Yeah.
Yeah. That thing is horrifying. I don't like that at 1 and a blue. I don't like that one bit. Too spooky. Get it out of here. What do you say this? How do you pronounce this?
Zangor.
All right. Sangor Shaman. It's 2, a blue, a red for 3/3 mutant shaman flying with sorceress elixir. When whatever that name was deals combat damage to player, that's mean. Copy the next instant or sorcery spell you cast this turn. When you cast it, you can choose new targets for the copy, which is great.
Yeah.
We have a cool storm at home. Yeah, I don't like this last section.
This last section's pretty big.
Last one's all for me. It's a single card, and it's called Extra Dudes. We have the Sundial of the Infinite. It's an artifact that costs 2 mana. And you tap 1, you tap it, you end the turn. Activate only on your turn. So, all those things that say till end a turn, they stick around now.
Yep.
The single
Fire this off at the end.
It's the single most problematic card you can get out in a myriad deck.
Yes.
At least it says only activate this on your turn. Let's face it. At least it says that.
Well, there has to be downside to everything.
Yeah, but still, it's one of the worst cards you can see on the battlefield. If you don't have removal for this just gets so problematic so fast, because all of those creatures are like, every card we've talked about so far is a great card for this deck, for myriads, for triggering it. But that's great if those cards leave. You don't want to leave like that gold dragon myriad from Slothy's dragon theme deck. You don't want like 7 copies of your myriad, right? Like, because your creature, your commander has myriad, then it has this, so you're making at least 4 more of these minimum. Then if they stay around, you'll have 5 of them the next time you go to do it, and then 5 of them that have myriad or myriad. Like, you can't leave a card like this even for 1 turn. Like, you have to, if you're facing a deck that has myriad or myriad capability, you have to hold artifact removal up knowing that this card is coming.
Yep.
Like, it's, or hit their Soul Ring. Either of those things are acceptable things to do. It's really funny to do both.
Yeah, fair enough.
I lose the game, but you're not getting your stuff out early. You do in your land section. I just scrolled and saw you have some adventures.
Yeah, I got a couple of the Final Fantasy adventures here. We got Jador, Aristocratic Capital. It's a town, enters tapped and taps for a blue. And the adventure is called Overture. It's a sorcery for 4 double blue. Target opponent mills half their library rounded down.
True. That's kind of annoying on a land.
Yeah.
It's just a funny
Awesome.
It's just a funny land to include. It's like it's only $2. That's just a funny land for any blue deck. You don't even have to be running mill. It couldn't be anything. You can be like, this is my mono blue birds deck. It's all good. By the way, mill half your library. What do you mean? By the way, mill half my library. What a silly card. Oh, I love this next one. I want more. See, again, like I said earlier with the underused mechanics, I want more of these little 0/1 black wizard creature tokens. I love them.
Oh, I just recently, because I put together like 5 decks in the last 5 days in paper. One of them was Black Waltz, and I absolutely love the wizards.
Black Waltz is phenomenal. Yeah.
They're so annoying.
I love them. I really, really like them. They're easy to board wipe, you know.
You like them if you're using them. If you're facing them, they're annoying.
No, I'm all aggression. You have all the 0/1s you want. I'm swinging my Scions, my Eldrazi tokens at you. Let's go. But we have Lindbloom Industrial Regency. It's a land town. It enters tapped, taps for red, blah, blah, blah. But it has Mage Siege, which is what we obviously want. It's 2 in a red, instant adventurer. Create a 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell. This token deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's just such an annoying, like, passive aside thing. And again, especially on a land, you don't even need to be playing a pinging deck to do this. Nope. You can just like, this is my red like looting deck where I'm just trying to go through my I'm faithless looting. Take a damage though, everyone.
Yeah,
it's on me.
It's on the house.
Carly Mazer sends her regards. Ba-ba! You know, it's I really, really like the wizards a lot. Yeah.
I pretty much only play that version of Faithless Looting now, and I'm going to say that every time.
That's funny. Yeah, it's I like it. Well, especially in Black Waltz, I know it's in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I really I really like that. I might actually pick a few of those up just for that too. Yeah, this is it's a good card. These are great lands to pick up. I like the utility that they keep putting in the land section with these kind of things, like the new land types, the towns, guild gates, all of those. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you have obviously a Mystic Sanctuary because it's just a good card to run in a deck like this. It's a pretty budget deck, even like all things considered. Like 20 of the dollars almost is Sundial of the Infinite, like 20 and your 2 adventure lands. But again, like you don't need the adventure lands, but they're really cool. Again, if you have these like blue lands, why would you? Any blue deck could run these. They're great. You're 1 turn behind for the ability to, just for no reason other than that person wronged you 2 games ago, mill their library.
Yeah.
Not even plain mill.
No, I think there's like 3 mill cards in here, and that's one of them.
Yeah. No, this is a very fun deck. It is still fairly budget. It's around like $150.
Yeah.
And
like you said, 18 of it is Sundial. Yeah.
It has a lot of utility. Like you could for sure budget this down to like a bare bones budget thing. But like I really like the theme you went with, the dragons, obviously your dragon theme. No, but I like your adventure theme where you just have like all of these extra creatures to get more, because that's kind of the problem is you can go so one-sided into like that's why I like a Talrand, you know, because it's so easy to my commander says instant sorceries, I'm stuffing instants and sorceries, and then you've got no creatures for it and you get blasted. So something that makes tokens or something that like doubles up with this, like that, it's fun. This is a very, very cool deck.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. Sherman, any thoughts on it before I hit our copyrighted song that's going to annoy me at the end? Gotta update everything. It's not even a copyrighted song.
I'm frustrated with that. Yeah. It's a fun deck. There would be like one upgrade I would put in here that you would love and everyone would love just because you are playing with adventure, it's going to be Lear, Disciple of the Drowned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's expensive though, right? I think
no, because they reprinted it in the Commander decks.
Oh, did they
Tarkir.
Did they bring the price down finally?
Yeah, they brought it down to like $3.
That's not bad.
It's not like $10 or $15 anymore. It's down to like $3 or $4.
I thought
you can find a copy.
I did think of Lear, but I realized that I like countering people's spells too much, and kind of had to weigh the upside of giving everything flashback or being able to tell Dan to get out of here with his soul ring.
That's funny. True.
That's fair. And then for anyone listening, like, so Lear's Disciple of the Drowned real fast here. It's gonna be 3 double blue legendary creature human wizard. Spells can't be countered, which is nice. Okay, and each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. The flashback cost is equal to the card's mana cost. Blah 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 blah. In the 3/4. We don't care. Like, we care about the ability because the ability lets you play adventure cards from the graveyard again. That's the reason why, like, I'm suggesting this. So, and people are like, when you first read it, it doesn't seem intuitive that you can, but the rulings let you play with her casting adventure cards from the graveyard because it's an instant or sorcery card. It doesn't care.
I don't think you can cast it because they're not that in the other zones.
100% you can. 100% you can.
Can you?
I've looked this ruling up many times. it is 100. You can 100% do that. It should be in Oracle as well. Gather their Oracle. Hang on, let me bring.
If they are adventures, I don't think you can.
Yeah. So let's see here. Hang on. Let me do this and let me throw that in chat here. So flashback cost means blah blah blah. You must still follow all timing restrictions to determine the total cost and cost. So can we use flashback? Let's see here. Oh my God, there's so many rulings here on Oracle.
The
card
it's the very bottom one.
Oh yeah. So ruling: Leader's last ability allows you to cast adventure cards in your graveyard as adventures and omen cards in your graveyard as omens use the flashback it grants.
Interesting.
Remember, omens also from Tarkir. Right. This is because the alternate characteristics of those cards are considered when determining whether or not those spells can legally be cast. Note that only the adventure or omen card omen can be cast this way. For example, if you control Lear and you have Bone Crusher Giant in your graveyard, you can cast Stomp with flashback, but not the Bone Crusher Giant.
First off, that is a very cool rule to know. Second off, that is another example of them not understanding the rules of their card game at all when they explain their rules. But it is a cool, if that's an Oracle text piece, and that's very cool.
The reason why I know that is because I play against someone that was playing Kess, the Dissonant Mage, and they did this. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then they're explaining how it worked, and then they explained Lear. I'm like, oh.
Can I tell you what's so funny? What I Googled while you were looking this was, can Kess cast in adventures? That's really funny. That was the exact thing I was looking up. I was like, is this real? I like it.
Yeah, but that's all I have to add. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, again, that is, especially like on the way out, that is a pretty phenomenal piece of game knowledge to have. Again, I play all of those decks. The fact that you can do that is really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's another example or reason why you, like, for anyone that's listening or watches us, we like exploring different cards. We don't like just going to like, EDH rec and net decking or anything. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to do that, great. We do that too, and we get ideas that way. But like, we like playing weird offshoot cards because you learn a lot of different rules for different reasons. Mm-hmm. You never know. And guess what? You're gonna get things right and you're gonna get things wrong. We get things wrong a lot, but at least we learn.
I just got something wrong right there. I was confidently telling you, nope, wrong. Knowing full well that you'd already read the rule. I'm like, But yeah, no, it's a cool piece of game knowledge. It is very, very cool to know, and now is going to make me. The more you know about the game, the more you can break and do fun things with the game, right? So I'm very happy to learn this. Thank you for the knowledge.
The
knowledge. Okay, let me wrap Slothy's Dragon deck up here. Here we go. If you guys like,
it's more of
It's a dragon deck. The Dragon Otters. It oughter have been dragons. If you like the cards that we put in this deck, go over to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. That's going to get you a deal on all of these cards. You're going to find all your Sundials, the Infinites, blah, 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 all those things there. Again, promo code IT99 is going to get you a discount. Like, share, subscribe. It is the easiest free way to support us. If you want to support us above and beyond that directly, then go over to Patreon. Come hang out, chat decks with us, build decks with us. It's a really, really fun way to interact, and I appreciate everyone who's on Patreon, so thank you everyone who does support us over there. And then if you want cool places to put a deck like this, like sleeves, playmats, or even cool places for your playmats, like playmat sanctuaries, if you want to sit there and draw your myriad tokens every turn with Muddle and just sit there and sketch as fast as you can, you're going to go over to nerdgear.ca, promo code IT99 again is going to get your discount there. And with that, everyone have a great weekend, with probably the last time I put the song on. Maybe one more time. Depends if I lose my mind about this app one more time.
All right.
It's almost done. A lot of music. A lot of ranting. Here we go. Nope. Okay, there we go. We're almost done. Everyone have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Okay. Laters.
See ya.